This letter is to Beau in the fifth column. Beau, John Weaver, Rosamond, California. How you doing, sir? I've been catching your work, and apparently you seem to have a head on your shoulder. But the one thing I've noticed you haven't talked about is bullies on the internet, especially when you happen to live with a neighborhood full of them. Even when it comes down for the internet, they become keyboard warriors and think they know better. Now, I know you're trying to keep things fair and balanced at this point over here, but you also keep noticing the differences left and right. And I hate being disagreed about some stuff, but I hate being a belligerent and a bully myself, because it only put myself in a lower class and a lower caste instead of thinking that I know better than anybody else, and the thing is I don't. There are certain things I keep hearing about on the news these days, and some people think I would be feeling a little typecast, basically. I'm a fellow Democrat. I vote Democrat. But only if I believe that the character I'm seeing that I'm voting for has democratic values and actually believe in the country and everything else, or similar to stuff I believe in, if I think they're a good character or not. When I deal with a town full of lies and deceits and innuendos left and right, it hurts because I deal with a Facebook group like crazy that does just that. I and Rosamond. They would think this is a whiner kind of a video because I'm talking to them in such a disregard. There are a few people on there that actually do believe that truth is truth, and they don't believe in the lies, and they have to research, and everybody else happens to believe in conspiracy theories left and right. I think maybe a few of them actually believe that the earth is still flat. With their kind of mentality, they're spreading it all around. And possibly this is a whiner kind of video. A whiner maybe from a libtard, or libturd as I've been called. Believe me, there's been a lot of discussions I've had concerning about First Amendment rights, concerning about subjects they keep talking about that's not verifiable, but they believe it in the first place. The conspiracy theories that I keep hearing popping up from Fox News left and right, and those who keep being contributors to them. And we're not talking about Hannity, and we're also not talking about Tucker either. Those are the two biggest jokers I've seen so far on Fox. No, a guy named Dinesh, you've heard of him. Over the past 10 years, he was a strong political conservative at this point over here. God, he's worse than Bob Dole sometimes. I know he was conservative, and sometimes I couldn't stand his politics or his views, but I had to respect the guy because of one thing. He was a vet. And I respect my veterans. I just don't have to respect all their strong opinions. But I've also come to think that even some of those vets are wrong in their thinking, even though I am liberal. They want guns, they want more state-controlled rights, and I understand that as a conservative way of thinking at this point. Big government to get off their ass, and then capitalists rule everything. Laissez-faire capitalist. I understand about the theory there too. Practicality doesn't work. They keep thinking that liberals are socialists and communists. They keep saying it all over the damn place. And that a certain vice president candidate who is trying to become president has more issues revealed by a certain newspaper, and they believe that more without checking facts. They're not used to checking facts. They're sheep. They hate being referred to as such. They think I'm sheep because I follow MSNBC on occasions, I follow CNN, I also follow ABC, and I also follow CBS. I follow news sources that I can trust. I listen to commentators who've actually been out there, who understand the news a lot better and I feel I'm more comfortable listening to. Fox News used to be one of those, but unfortunately they lost it a long time ago. And the people I converse with think, at least online, they think news is fake media except for Fox. And they even didn't have questions about that one. So they switch to alternate news sources, and they think that's even better. Beau, have you ever come across the telephone line game in your youth? You must have. Your teacher must have taught that to you back in grade school. Maybe a kindergarten teacher? Okay, how it works. Teacher starts up a conversation with you. You're supposed to remember something about that conversation and passing it forward to the next person, the next person, the next person, the next person. And by the time the train goes around back to the teacher, the information's so construed, it's alien. It's not even the right stuff. It's wrong. And this is what they believe in as the right news. I mean, this is doctored up, cut up, chopped up, and they think they can buy it. Okay, let me put it to you in a fiscal more form that I know you'll be able to relate with. Spam. I said spam. Compare that to a cut of pork. You catching it? They'll believe in buy the spam before they buy the pork. Catching? I thought you did. So, this is what I'm dealing with. They believe the spam more ways than one, in one form or another, than they do the pork, the actual news. Unless they've actually been there and saw the damn thing, they don't believe news of any sort. They'll even believe that somebody else's fantasy and fictional writing a lot better than anybody else. And yeah, there's a reason why I'm leaning down, because I got a dog that needs to go out. But I just wanted to send this letter over to you to make introductions. No, that's not COVID. It's morning junk. You get older sometimes, and you get asthmatic. You get this stuff in there. You have to get it. Never mind. That's what happens when you live on the West Coast over here. Anyway, Beau, I will be conversing with you online, one way or another. So before I enjoy your thoughtful insights, I may not be 100% correct with them, and I may not be 100% comfortable with them, our respective viewpoints. And I have made videos myself on YouTube. I'm still trying to get subscribers for that. But it's my own way of therapy at this point over here in dealing with depression and everything else I got going on in this place. My own experiences I've been through, my own observations. And no, I'm not an expert in anything, okay? I just know a lot of stuff. So, with that, I'll leave you. Have a good one, and I'll communicate with you a little bit later.